This hike I'm doing Storm Castle Peak.
This is bear country. Food attracts bears.
Oh, they have a trail etiquette here. Don't cut switchbacks. Allow horses and bikers to pass. Okay, all this makes sense. Okay. Yeah, there's more of that. Avoid trails with there. Okay. There's a few different trailheads here. I see a major trailhead just there, so I've got to figure out which trail I'm going on. There's also a nice little creek and bridge. I'm assuming it's this one, but I could be wrong. It was this one, and yeah, horses and bikes are allowed on this. Okay, so I wasn't going to do, doing two hikes today, hopefully. I wasn't going to do this hike first. It's going to be second because it's a little bit steeper than the first one. But the hike I was going to do was a bit further in the mountains, and there was a bit of cloud. It was actually overcast, so I decided to do this hike first because it's right at the edge of the mountain range. It's actually a fairly short hike, 7 kilometers or so. A fair bit of gain, so it's fairly steep. Cold, about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm rugged up, no wind yet, which is good. And I had to deal with ice on my car, of course, because the temperature was like 26, 27 Fahrenheit. So it's not quite minus 5 Celsius. One person maybe on this trail. There's one car here. So hopefully I get some nice views. That's the main thing. This is what I was waiting for after the cold front came through. Some beautiful days, cold mornings but beautiful days. Storm Castle Peak. I'm assuming that is Storm Castle Peak. I sometimes make bad assumptions, but that would make sense because that's the way I'm heading. I was actually looking up there and going, oh, that'd be nice. Up there. Anyway, that looks nicer, Storm Castle Peak. This is where they spot storms. I just made that up. Can see a bit of frost. Maybe you can't. Frosty morning. Yep, frosty. Oh, switchback. Let's hope there's a bit of a view here. Oh, we haven't got up that high. A nice little river. And then the road heads towards Yellowstone. Lots of traffic. I was like, why is there so much people going from wherever this road goes to Bozeman? It was just full of traffic. Anyway, so there is still a little bit of lingering cloud. Maybe because of the snow? Don't know. Some nice views as we come up here. Another lookout spot. This is actually on the trail. Well, not the official trail, but the All Trails trail. At 6,350 feet, starting to see snow. Starting to see snow from the other day. So I probably fell about 5,500, or as low as 5,500 feet. And between 5,500 and this level, that snow is melted. if there weren't trees here, there would be a spectacular sight.
Cut down the trees, I say.
So even though it's still below freezing, you can see or hear a little bit of dripping. It's called the sun shining on the snow and melting it. Okay. If there is a spectacular view, I'll start recording then. Not sure we're going to get a better view than this, the trees, but it's so beautiful. So pretty. Best thing about right now, we're on the other side of this. Ridge is the road, so I can't hear much traffic. And as far as I know, there might be at least one or two other people on this trail above, but that's not for certain. Oh, just look at it. I just can't stop myself. It's like a winter wonderland. But it's not even winter yet. Views could be dog shit at the peak, and I'll still be happy just because of this. Doing a few search packs before we get to the peak. So a bit of cloud is coming over. Not as much snow up here. I think it all melted yesterday in the sun. In the area where there was a lot of snow still, that was probably protected from the afternoon sun. That's my guess. Anywho, good thing about this, I can see further into the mountains, and the hike I was umming and ahhing about just because the threat of a bit of cloud. So I was driving along the road there, and there was just a massive deck of cloud. And I thought I'll just turn back, do this hike, and just see what it's like. And you can see it's really thin, and you can see tops above that cloud. So where I'm going to next has a height. The start of the hike is 9,000 feet, so it's actually higher than where I am now. So it's somewhere over there, I think. Somewhere over there. Anyway, good thing is I can now see a little bit further out, not relying on guesswork, which is, I suppose, the reason I did this hike. So going through a bit of a steeper section here, and it looks like it's slippery. Face up, someone sliding. Oh, so went the wrong way. That really steep bit was not the trail. So there was a guy coming down. He said, I took the wrong trail. Then we had a little map and went, yep. So we both missed a really sharp switchback, which was pretty obvious as we found it. Anyway, now we're going back into the snow. I just can't stop myself. I have to record this. Just got dumped on again. So the morning sun's weakening the bonds between the slow clumps and the branches. So every so often you get a big dump of snow. You can hear it quite often. You even see it on the trail on occasion. After a walk through a winter wonderland, I just realised I'm near the top. This is the last switchback. Or maybe that is. This is the last switchback, I think. Let me have a look. Oh, there's a little sharp turn here. Suppose you could call this a switchback too. Oh, look at it. It's just opened up. Top's still up there. So, going up to the peak now. Can't believe there's been no really steep bits. The only steep bit I went up was a wrong turn. So obviously this side of the mountain has been protected by the sun, so no melting snow here. Ooh. Okay, so I'll stop recording now and then do a bit when we get to the top. But wow. Okay, Stormcastle Peak is just up there. Not much snow, ice. I was actually just a little bit concerned about ice up here, particularly if you had people yesterday stepping on snow, turning it to mush, and then it froze up overnight, but no concerns. Okay, so this is beautiful. Rock shelter. Oh wow. This is literally one of the more magical hikes I've been on. And that's all because of snow that fell a few days ago. Yeah, it's just wow. You can see here. In fact, you can see ice just dumping, snow just dumping. Been dumped on twice now. You can hear it all around. Maybe I should just keep recording. I'll just keep recording. So as we turn the corner here, we're going to see much less snow because it was in the afternoon sun. In fact, a little bit further on, there was no snow. Rock falling. So I think I can start recording soon because not as much snow now. In fact, you can see further ahead there's no snow, or very little snow. Okay. Here's a switch rack that fooled both of us. We kept going. My friend slipped there. Yeah, okay, go. Looked like it was going there. Although there is a log there. That can be a sign. So if you're not paying attention, let's just retrace our steps. So if I didn't look up there, you would have thought, oh, no, the trail goes up there. You can see its trail. Nope. It's around this tree. Oh well. As I head down fairly quickly, I can go fairly quickly because the trail is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good trail. So it does look like it would be steep because from the parking lot to the peak, it is, you know, a fairly steep slope. But they've put the trail in with enough switchbacks that it's not that steep, and the quality of the trail is pretty good. Yeah, no complaints from me. Montana has done it again. Apart from the road in here, the last 2 miles, yeah, lots of potholes on a dirt road, so you need to go slow. Anyway, well past the last of the snow, and now I'm just getting a move on. Okay, heading towards the end of the hike. One of the great things about hiking when it's cold, in fact I wouldn't say it's cold now, it's actually warmed up nicely, is that when you take a drink, it's all chilled. You can have a cold drink. Anyway, so about 8 kilometers long the hike, 2.5 hours. I actually gave myself 2.5 hours to do this hike, but that was me being conservative, and yeah, I didn't realize or think I'd be taking so many photos and video clips. Anyway, so 2.5 hours. I'd classify as a fairly easy hike, and only passed 2 people. I only saw 2 people on the hike. One person, or my friend, who went the wrong way with me, and I took a photo of him as it was facing out of the shelter, and then there was a woman going up. So unless someone has just parked, there should be only 2 cars other than mine at the parking lot. Okay, now on to Beeline Basin.